Hey guys, this video is my exam study routine. So the very first step is to draft a study plan because these are my final exams. It is necessary to have a structure and plan out the stuff that I want to study throughout. I have 6 subjects which I need to prepare for, so I'm just writing all of these subjects down and also planning out how much time it will take to study each subject. So I draw out 3 columns on Notion and then I'm writing down which date I want to study what subject and how many chapters I want to cover in each day. It gives me a clear plan and layout to kick off my studies, and it just helps me so much. So you can do this either on a website like Notion, or you can plan it out on a piece of paper or on your mobile notes app. It totally is up to you. I like to plan it out really well, so you can have a look how I've planned it out, the total number of days on the total right side. Once I'm all done with the planning and the structure of my plan, next step is to start studying. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking my book. This subject is called investment stock market, so I'm just reading out the chapter. It is very important to read out the chapter first, but you need resources sometimes, so I've got you covered.
As we all know, to have a good career and to get into good universities like IITs and AIMS, having a strong foundation from the beginning is very important. Preparation for our future starts from grade 8th, 9th and 10th. Physics Wala understands this very well. By studying in the batches by Physics Wala, you can make your foundation strong from the beginning. All the topics are explained very well in all of these batches. For class 10 students, they have Udan 2024 batch for just Rs 2,100. It includes complete 10th foundation, CBSE board preparation, mental aptitude tests and weekly 5 days classes with 2 days including PDF notes. You get home assignments daily with the doubt solving engine where you can clear all of your doubts. You get this all just for an affordable price of Rs 2,100 only. Similarly, they have Neve batch for class 9 students at just Rs 2,100, Umang for class 8 students at just Rs 1,500. You can also go and check these batches out. I'll link all of these batches in the description box below, and you can use my code SAM100 for an instant 150 rupees discount. So what are you waiting for? Go check them out right now.
So while reading a chapter, if there's something that I don't understand, I usually Google search it to understand the keyword, because it is super important while you're doing that. As a commerce and economics student, there are so many words which you sometimes don't know the meaning to, and you just get more confused if you don't understand what they mean. So I usually make sure to look it up online beforehand and make a glossary of terms, so that whenever I have an issue by understanding a technical word which is there in the book, I usually look up to that and understand the concept first and then read the chapter further. The next step is to take a break. After every hour, I make sure to take a small break where I eat something because I'm always hungry. So I usually prefer to eat some fruits because they give you instant energy and they are so good. I love fruits, so I'm just eating some pomegranate today. During the breaks, it is necessary that you stay away from the screen and focus on something else, like maybe nature or drinking a lemonade, for example, because it's so good and hydrating. Make sure to keep yourself hydrated while you're studying, because when you're studying, you usually forget to eat or drink. The next step is to study with a friend. So what I usually do, me and my friend Gaurav, we video call, and what we've studied we discuss with each other. This way we can counter question each other and also clarify our doubts. So we're just on a video Google Meet and we're discussing this chapter from our collective bargaining class. This is the first exam that we have. So how we study is that he explains one topic, then I explain the next topic, and if we have any doubts, we usually clear that up amongst ourselves. But make sure that you have a friend who is actually willing to study, because friends can also be a distraction sometimes. So make sure that you choose the right one. The next thing that I do is I mind map. This has been a super important step for me. So what I do is I go to the chapter, and in that there are subtopics given. So I create a mind map. So I go to this website called eDrawMind, and I am creating a mind map right over here. I write the basics of investment, the name of the chapter first, and then I am dividing it into subcategories. For example, I am writing the features and the factors responsible of investment, and then the subtopics within that. Now this just creates something which is all interrelated, and it helps you retain in the exam better. You can try this out as well. It is so helpful. I really like it. And the best part is, for revision, you can just have a glance at this diagram or the mind map that you have created, and you don't even have to revise everything from the book itself. Just take a glance at it and you're good to go. You can just write it in your exam so well. You can also include keywords if you want to. For example, I am including money market, and within that what all comes inside that. So the example is treasury bill. Just create this mind map, and once done you can even go to the button at this point and it creates this like bullet points, so you can even learn it like that if you cannot learn it from the map. Now the next step for me is to write the notes. Now, apart from the mind maps, which definitely covers everything in a short thing, I also like to go in depth with my notes. Here I'm just writing the headings, but I'd usually go in and write everything, all the keywords which should be in the answer. Now I actually learned this from my friend. He does this and he scores awesome. So I think that this is one thing we all could try. And even while you're writing the answers, you can highlight the keywords and it'll help you score much better. Something that I picked up while I was in school was that write the exact headings as they are mentioned in the book that you're referring to, because sometimes the words itself are the keywords, and if you change them you usually lose marks. So I am learning them exactly as they are. Maybe you can use a few synonyms, but roughly try to keep it the same. I've also got a few bonus study tips for you. So the first thing is to always write down what you have learned to retain the chapter better. Once you have learned everything, you just write it down. So while you're writing an answer, make sure that you highlight the important keywords to score more. So my friend did this. I just took a picture and showed it to you right here. You can have a look at how it is done and you can use this in your examination as well. The next step is to take mock tests in a week or two to check your mistakes, and you can actually improve on them. You can even show it to your teachers and they'll check it for you. My teachers told me this trick using diagrams and flowcharts in each answer helps you score more. Another trick that she taught me is when you don't remember a definition as it is given in the book, you can write it in your own terms by just stating according to layman or in layman's terms, which means in common man's language. This way you don't have to learn the exact definition and still score really well. Make sure to always structure your answers with an introduction, a body and a conclusion. My English teacher actually told me this trick and it really does work. It helps you score much better in your examinations. While writing the body paragraph, make sure to include bullets points if possible, and also make sure to highlight the keywords. It is super important.
That is all for this video, guys. I really hope you all like it and hope you found it helpful as well. Make sure to go check out Physics Wala. I'll link it in the description box below. And also don't forget to use my code SAM100 for an instant 150 off. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. I post YouTube shorts every day and long form videos every weekend. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram at samraddhi, and also follow my study page as well. It's called Sam Study Station. You can also check out its website for free wallpapers as well. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video now. Bye.